Okay, so the recording started. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruhu wa nu'minu bihi wa natawakkalu alayhi wa na'udzu billahi min shururi anfusina wa min sayyiati a'malina. May yahdihillahu fala mudilla lahu wa may yudlilhu fala hadiya lah. Wa nashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lahu. Wa nashhadu anna sayyidina maulana Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير. I'd like to welcome all of you with Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessing of Allah be on all of you. Tonight is the opening ceremony for Module 2, and we will have a class as well. But before that, I would like to invite our principal, Dr. Mahmoud. We'll talk about 5 to 10 minutes, inshallah, and then we will resume the class. All of you are welcome to the class, inshallah. I'd like to welcome Dr. Mahmoud. Please, can you share your document and start your introduction, please?
Inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين ربي يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I would like to welcome all of you in this opening program for Module 2 new batch. And I know there are quite a few students who are promoted to Module 2 students, a Module 2 batch. So congratulations to all of you. And we probably have some more students here who would be part of Module 2 new batch as well. So this is my tip, secret of success. But before that, I would like to draw your attention that yesterday we had a full opening launch. That was a large program, and a lot of important points have been shared with you, information, motivation, the reason for you to really take this opportunity of learning the language of the Quran and get closer and closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The book Quran is with us. We need to understand this, not just recite it. Why? Everything is explained. So I invite you, and I would like to really request you that you watch that video. Tomorrow will be a shorter edited version of that recording from yesterday. Please, everyone. And if you let us know that you have watched it in the group, I'll feel like you are serious. And we are looking for serious people, including new students and as well as our ex-students, so that we can do something better for you, inshallah. Your seriousness is the key to success. And what else is the secrets of success here at Al-Quran Institute? Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Over the years we have seen this is the secret tools for being successful. And what is it? Simple. Success here is not accidental. It's not given to you. It's not presented to you. You earn this. And what we do, we help you earn this with your own effort, with your own merits, with your own commitment, and then you earn it. Subhanallah. So before every lesson from the next class, you come prepared. The existing students as well as the new students. Come prepared in advance. You have the access to the website where you got the PDF file, you have the YouTube videos there in our website embedded, and you have got the multiple choice question. Go through these 3 tools before the class. Come prepared. So you will be in a different position. Those who have done it before, excellent achievement they make. Do you want to be part of these excellent people, or do you want to be part of the people who watches what happening? So which group would you like to be part of? Decide. So this is not a casual learning at Al Quran Institute. We would like you to feel like you have joined a university, inshallah. Be disciplined, be focused, be serious. Before every class, watch the lesson video, study the PDF file carefully, complete the MCQ questions, and come with the question in the class. Come with question. Come with your queries which you didn't understand. But I guarantee that to you, inshallah. If you do this, take these steps, watch the lesson video, study the PDF carefully, and complete the MCQs, you will have very few, maybe none, questions, inshallah. So follow what we say, follow what your teachers say, always follow the instruction. Do not just come casually, please. Come like a lion, confident, prepared, and ready to conquer the knowledge. Who knows? You may be among those who are selected for the next teacher's training program. There are many here, about 30 so far. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. They were students and they became a teacher here. Started from module 1, completed, attended the training, they became a teacher of module 1. Then they do the same thing in module 2. They study, work hard, and before that ends, they also become trained teacher for module 2 that continues, my brothers and sisters. So you may be one of them, but you have to prove, you have to earn that. So excellence begins with preparation. Okay? So that's my message. I wouldn't take any longer. I would like to now request our Ustaza Bushra. Ustaza Bushra, I would appreciate if you just say a few words what you said yesterday about your journey here, and then you start the class, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Bushra. I have began my journey in AQI in 2024 with Module 1, passed to Module 2, and now I'm a student in Module 3 in Baqarah Master Class. I then we just want to say to the new students who has joined this year, I've said it yesterday that you will not get disappointed at all. You just need to make a niyyah and intention, be patient, and most importantly, as Ustad said, to be consistent, to stay consistent, because it may feel challenging at times, but we have to remember that this will bring closer to the word of Allah, the kalam of Allah, and it will build a lifelong connection with the Quran. And you will see, inshallah, when you pass on to Module 3, Baqarah Masterclass, now what I'm realizing is that what we have learned and applied, like the grammar on Module 1 and Module 2, we are applying it in Module 3. We are discussing tafsir, and this brings out the best meaning of the Quran. So that is our goal. That is the goal of our ummah, to understand the Quran. That's pretty much about it.
Yeah, Ustad, I will just say one more word, please. Those who are brand new here, first time for Module 2, it may be the case, because we tried to really speak to you one-to-one. Your principal really wants to, ASAP. If you find it too hard, the first 2 lessons of Module 2, it will mean that you haven't done Module 1 properly. Immediately, as soon as possible, you need to contact me, have a word. Get my WhatsApp number, and also an invitation has been sent. Appointment for a call with the principal for 5 minutes only. I'd like to have one-to-one word with you without any delay, because you might be needed to go to Module 1 to start with. So see how it goes. Stay until the end, but talk to me, communicate with me. I will give you the proper guidance. I hope you find it useful, Ustada. Okay.
Yes, I'll just share my screen and start. Can you see my screen?
It's coming? Good. Yes. Alhamdulillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم صل وسلم على نبينا محمد رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربي يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير ربنا زدنا علما. Today we will be covering two lessons. The first lesson is lesson 1 about Jarf, and lesson 2 would be about Badal and Sifat. We have already studied Jarf in module 1, but in module 2, we will be, I would say, reshaping our understanding about Jarf with more depth and clarity. I would try my best to keep everything as simple as possible, inshallah. So in English language, in English grammar, we know that an adverb is a word that gives additional or extra information about an action. So it answers the questions like how, when, or where. But in Arabic grammar, this concept is divided into two categories. So I would just want to say that in English language, as I mentioned, this is all in one thing, but in Arabic grammar, we would distinct it. So the first adverb is about Jarf. This is the lesson we'll be focusing on. And the second adverb is hal. Hal, we would be covering it in upcoming lessons in module 2. It's lesson 15. But we'll just briefly describe the difference between hal and Jarf. Let's start with Jarf first of all. Jarf, what we need to know, there are two criteria which we have to remember. The first thing is Jarf is connected to a verb because it explains an action. This is the main thing. So the Jarf, as we already said, it gives extra information about the verb by telling us when the action happened and where the action happened. So the first thing is that it should have an action there happening, and the action needs to answer the question when the action happened and where the action happened. Two criteria we have to remember. Let's look at the example. سافرت يوم الجمعة. So I traveled on the day of Jum'ah. I traveled on Friday. Yawma here is our Jarf. Why? First of all, it is connected to the verb safartu, I traveled, and it answers the questions when I traveled on Friday. So it matches the criteria of a Jarf. This is a Jarf. Yawma is a Jarf. The second example, we have Jalastu tahta shajara. Tahta shajara. So I sat under the tree. I sat where? I sat under the tree. Tahta, tahta. Again, it is connected to the verb. It has an action here happening. And the action asks, we have the question here, where it happened. Where did I sit? I sat under the tree, tahta. So this also matches the criteria of a Jarf. This is also a Jarf. So two criteria we have to remember of Jarf. Jarf indicates when the action happens or where the action happens, and generally it connects to a verb. So generally the structure is a verb plus Jarf. if the word doesn't, let's say if a word, we said if a word indicates time or place, when and where the action happens, this is a zarf. But if it does not answer the question when or where, then this is a noun. What type of noun? We will cover it on the upcoming page. So just know, if it doesn't answer the question when or where, then this is not a zarf, this is just a noun. So the first adverb is zarf, and the second adverb is hal. Very briefly, I would just say the difference of hal. What is hal? But in deeply, we will cover it in lesson 15 in module 2. So hal, compared to zarf, is it describes the state or the condition, let's say. It's the state or the condition of the subject or the object while the action is happening. So this is important, while the action is happening. So it doesn't tell about the action itself, it tells about the state or the condition of the subject or the object, actually, while the action happens. So here we have an example. جاء الطالب ضاحكا. The student came laughing. It describes the state of the student, actually, right? The student's hal, the student's condition while he was coming, while the action was happening. So this is the difference. The hal just describes the state or the condition of the subject or object while the action is happening. And zarf, as we said, two criteria we have to remember. One is that it refers to, it's connected to a verb, and it explains us about when the action happened and where the action happened. Okay. We have two types of zarfs here. We would, those who have done module 1 last year, as I said, we will be reshaping our knowledge about it. So just remember, we have two types of zarf. One is zarf zaman, and we already know this, zarf zaman.
And the other one is zarf makan.
Yeah.
Ustada, before you go further on it, it has been drawn to my attention that it is a Maghrib time in the UK, and we have got many students from the UK. So we would like to allow 5 minutes just for those who wants to do their first prayer as fast as possible. It will be very helpful. In the meantime, while they are away, I would like to just speak to some of the students who are brand new here. Is that okay, Ustaza and Ustad Muhammad? Yeah, you can take a break and please come back as fast as you can. Okay, because we have 2 big lessons. Yeah, inshallah.
Okay.
MashaAllah, good. So it is my opportunity. You know, those who are here, one thing is very important here at Al-Quran Institute. We need to know our students, who they are, where are they from, what are their goals, what do they want to achieve here. And it is our job, it is our duty, it is our obligation to make sure they get it here. And you also need to know our teachers. We have to communicate. We have to connect both sides, students and teachers. So we need to know. You cannot be part of this AQI without you knowing us and we knowing you. Because alhamdulillah, when you know each other, there is a relationship going to be established, alhamdulillah. And that will be your power, your inspiration, your motivation. The more we know each other's strengths and weaknesses, particularly students, it's good for us. So, as I was hinting at the beginning, there will be some students here brand new. I would like to just really have a brief word with you. Brother Muhammad Rahman, where are you from? Can you just speak, please? Brother Muhammad Rahman, and then Rifat, Sister Rifat from Glasgow, I have already spoken to you. The name SS, I would like to speak to you. Yeah, these two people. Could you please unmute yourself? Brother MD Rahman and brother or sister SS. Are you there, or have you gone to prayer? Sister Rifat, you have got my number, right? From
They're
Safar?
all UK people, so most of them are not going to talk now.
Okay, that's fine.
So you can ask those who are not in UK, please put your
From the new batch, there is no one else. The rest of them are coming from Module 1 mostly, and some of our existing students, Alhamdulillah. So, existing students, any question? And I would like to draw your attention. As usual, as you know, we always insist that our students complete Module 2 at least twice. Why? Can somebody tell me why we insist on that? Can somebody come forward? Sister Shahida? Anyone?
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Wa alaikum salam, Sister Zubi, right? Okay.
Yes, Ustad.
Yes, please. Why is it important?
Because there are a lot of advanced lessons in this module. So if we go through it twice, so it will be cleared properly.
Yeah, mashallah, very good. Any other comment from anyone else? Why is it important to do Module 2?
It is for our own benefit to be more stronger in Module 2, because first time you don't grasp everything. Second time you get more, probably half or more. Third time, I'm not saying you do it 3 times, but anything we read, we don't absorb everything for the first time, the second time.
Mashallah.
And then probably the third time is most, you know, you will get more clearer and more advanced. So that's the reason we do second time, possibly third time.
That is voluntary, but we say insist at least twice.
But, twice is most important.
Very good. Sister Shamila just completed Module 1 and she is in Module 2 now. Are you happy that we are saying you should do it twice? And why do we say that? Do you agree with that, Sister Shamila? Oh, she may be also
Praying, probably.
in the Maghreb. Yeah, okay, that's fine. What about people not in the UK? Sister Shahida, do you want to comment on this? You have got a lot of experience in sort of trying again and revising and repeating, and then you get near perfection. Sister Shahida, can you speak? Okay. Sister Nazneen, are you able to speak?
Yes, Ustad. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yes, Ustad, you know, I have one issue. I did message the support team. Yeah, they did help me. Like, I was not able to do my thing. It was always asking me that I need to pay fees to get all the access. And I told them I'm already a student, I have paid. So they resolved my problem, but I did not get time to check. But other thing, I told them to add me in the WhatsApp group for this 2026, but they have not added me. So actually, just now I got the meeting ID from Rais.
Okay, no, that is overlooked, sister.
Yes,
Contact
okay.
the
I
contact the
contact
support
them.
always.
Inshallah,
Okay.
yes.
Now
I'm going to
you are
contact
doing
them.
module. You are doing module 2 again. And why did we advise you that you have done module 2 once?
Yes,
we
yes,
said
I've
do
done,
it
but
twice.
yeah, I need to learn more.
Why?
You know, you cannot
Why?
remember in one time. You cannot remember the terms.
Good.
You tend to
Good.
forget. You know, when you repeat it 2-3 times, then you are able to do it. Then only you can remember it permanently.
Particularly for module 2, because
Yes.
this module 2
Mhm.
cements up the foundation of Quranic
Yes.
Arabic grammar.
And it is
And yeah, and so for that it needs dedication, repetition, revision, and going through little things here and there with our help, inshallah. After that, and we have seen with many students,
yes,
alhamdulillah,
inshallah.
it's working. So that is our objective here.
It does work. If you do it one time and you close it, you have done your test. No, it doesn't work that way. We have to be consistently doing it. And we on our own will never do it unless and until we are attending the class.
Mashallah.
At least here and there, then we get to know.
Inshallah. Sister Shamila, how do you feel
Yes,
that
Ustad.
you completed module 1 and you are starting module 2 today?
Yes.
And we are saying in advance that you have to do it twice. You have to repeat it. Are you happy or unhappy about it?
Of course, Ustad, module 1 also, now when she told that we have done the Jarf and all in module 1, I feel like I again have to go and study it because we forget. Yeah, repetition is very good. I'm thinking I will again go through the module 1 once again from the start.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Very good response. Thank you for that. And I'm just waiting for Brother Muhammad, and then we will start again. Okay. As the name appears, are you there? Can we know who you are? SS and Brother MD Rahman. Are you there? Okay, I would like to speak to Brother Dennis. My good brother Dennis is back. He was not well for good some time. And he is one of our most favorite students. Why? His dedication, his focus, his attention, doing the homework, coming back, prepared. Alhamdulillah. So, Brother Dennis, you are on module 2. Welcome. Congratulations. And I was talking to you and you said you will go over module 1 again. It came from you yourself. Why is that? While you are studying module 2, you will be going over module 1. Why is that, brother?
Alhamdulillah. Well, just as Sister Shamila said, when I started the course, getting back to studying at my age was quite difficult. So although I studied and I passed, I still need to go back and get those terms. And that's pretty much what I believe, that module 2 is more intense. So you have to kind of like build a repetition of learning the terms, the terminology. So I felt that I needed to go back to module 1 and pick up some things.
Inshallah. MashaAllah. Very good. Ustad Muhammad, are you back? Ustad Aisha, shall we make a start because we have a lot to do?
Yes, I think, has everybody, Ustad Shammi, are you back? Sister Rifat, are you back? Oh, not many people back yet. Ustad Muhammad, yeah, Shammi is back. Ustad Muhammad, are you back?
You can start.
Oh, you should start, Aisha.
Okay.
Ustad Bushra, please go ahead.
Because we have another lesson, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Lessons, yeah.
So we stopped on that we have two types of zarf, zarf zaman and zarf makan. Zarf zaman we already passed in module 1.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm back.
Okay.
Zaman.
Okay.
So we have قبل, before, بعد, after, اليوم, today, غدا, tomorrow, صباحا, morning, الأمس, yesterday, is, إذا, when for past, and when for future. And ظرف مكان is عند, at, near, أمام, in front of, خلف, وراء, behind, بين, between, فوق, above, تحت, under, حول, around, وسط, middle. So this is to remember. These are easy. We'll just have to go through it once again. So just remember, we have two types of zarf, and repeating, zarf zaman and zarf makan. Now, coming to this part, this is just repetition of what I said, that this is about the criteria of zarf to identify zarf. Safartu yawma al-jumwa, what did we say? Yawma, because it's connected to the safartu, to the verb, and it answers the questions of time, shows time of traveling, and refers to an action. That is why this is a zarf. Yawma is a zarf. In this case, هذا يوم مهم. This is an important day. Yawmun, do you see any verb here? Connected, yawmun is connected to a verb? No, it doesn't refer to an action. So automatically, this doesn't match the criteria of zarf. And of course, it doesn't tell us about the time or place. So this is not a zarf. So it doesn't refer to an action. The main thing is here. Some zarf zaman or zarf makan words, they are incomplete alone. What does that mean? This means that they need another noun coming after it to make the phrase, the sentence, to make sense. Let's put it like that. So the word comes in, the another noun comes in to complete the meaning. If we say tahta, tahta means under, right? Just tahta doesn't make sense. So there is automatically a question, under what? Tahta shajara, under the tree. So this shajara, this tree, comes in, the second noun comes in, and it forms an idafa structure. Meaning, if we have a idafa structure, we know the shajara becomes mudaf ilayhi, and tahta, our zarf, is mudaf, right? But the meaning has no possession. There's no possession or ownership in the meaning. Secondly, we said that one of the criteria of zarf, it should refer to an action. But do we see here a verb? No. The main thing here is that zarf, sometimes we would not see the verb here, but it is understood from the context. So there's like an implied action or hidden verb or mahzuf verb here. Let's say qabla al-fajri, right? Before fajr, before dawn. We can say he came before dawn. So there's the mahzuf verb or hidden verb, or we can say an implied action there, which makes this qabla zarf. That is why this is a zarf. So once more, I will just repeat. Some zarf zaman or zarf makan words, they are incomplete alone. They need another noun to come in. When this second noun comes in, the second noun becomes, the whole structure becomes idafa structure. The zarf becomes mudaf, fajri becomes mudaf ilayhi. No possession is there, and there is an implied action here happening. Of course, we cannot see it, but we can understand from the context.
Yeah.
Okay, I have mentioned that when the zarf, when the word shows when the time or place of an action happening, this is a zarf. But what if it doesn't show it? It is a noun. We'll come to this part of type of, let's say, nouns. Some words, they look like zarf, but they're not zarf. So this is the main thing here in this lesson. We actually mentioned in module 1 different things, so we'll reshape this information about these words. So the words are كل بعد غير أي ذو ذات. Why they are not zarf? We'll come to this. So we said we have two criteria of zarf. One is that it refers to an action, and second is that it needs to answer the question of time and place. Kullu, this noun is also incomplete alone. It's an incomplete noun, means that the second noun comes in, shay'in comes in. The second noun together with kullu becomes an idafa structure. Shay'in becomes mudaf ilayhi, and kullu is mudaf. Okay. Again, there is no possession. That's okay. But do it answer the question of when or where? No. That is why this is not a zarf. It's just a noun. It's a quantifying noun. It shows the quantity of this shay'in thing. So kullu shay'in, kullu is not a zarf because it's just a noun. It's a quantifying noun. The second example is ba'du. The same way, it looks like zarf, but it's not a zarf. Again, it is incomplete alone. The second noun comes in, an-nas comes in. An-nas becomes the mudaf ilayhi. Ba'du becomes mudaf. But does it answer the question of time and place? No. It just shows one part of nas. It shows, again, the quantify. It's a quantifying noun. Same way, غير. غير, the same way, غير المؤمنين, it becomes an idafa structure, mudaf ilayhi, but again, it doesn't answer the questions of time and place. It just shows exclusion or contrast. Then ayu, I'll come to ayu, and then I'll come back to zuzatu. Ayu, the same way, ayu kitabin, which kitab? Ayu kitabin comes in, second noun. Also, it's ayu is incomplete alone. Kitabun comes in, it becomes mudaf ilayhi. Ayu is mudaf, and again, it's idafa structure, no possession, but it doesn't show time and place. It just shows one selection of something or question of something. And then the fifth one is zuzatu. Zuzatu is actually, they are special nouns. We call them magnified nouns, special nouns. We will cover this chapter in, I think, lesson 10. In module 2, it is coming, don't worry. But just remember that zuzatu, this is asma'ul khamsa. This is special nouns. They actually have possession in the meaning. Zu ilmin means possessor of knowledge. Zatu khulqin, Zatu is a female, so it's about woman. It's a female person, so woman of good character. So there is a meaning of possession here. But why it is not zarf? Because it has no answering of the questions of time and place. This is asma'ul khamsa. Remember, zu, zatu. This is asma'ul khamsa, special nouns. So to summarize, as you see, all these words, they look like zarf and they have like adverbial meanings, but they are not zarf. They are incomplete meaning nouns. So the criteria of this, we have it here. On their own, as I already mentioned, they are incomplete alone. They have relational meanings, and this meaning is completed only through idafa, meaning the second noun should come in. It becomes mudaf ilahi, the first becomes mudaf, but there is no possession. it doesn't indicate time and place, one. It doesn't indicate any action, no implied action, and it does not imply possession. Three criteria we have, except Asma al-Khamsa. Of course, Asma al-Khamsa has possession, but it doesn't answer the questions of time and place here. That is why it's not zarf here. But let's remember these three criteria, and that is why these nouns are not zarf. They're these words are not zarf. They're just nouns, and they are called special mudaf because of this. Of course, grammatically, we do not have a concept of special mudaf, but we will call them special mudaf just to remember that they are different. They look like zarf, but they're not zarf. Okay. We have a concept, a term, ismu zarf. Ismu zarf is actually in lesson 11. We just need to know the difference of zarf and ismu zarf. Zarf, we already said, then it shows time or place, when and where an action happens. But ismu zarf, it's just a word whose meaning is time and place. This is it. And we have two types of ismu zarf. One is derived ismu zarf, and another one is non-derived ismu zarf. These are jamid ismu zarf, means that they are static, they're fixed. They just express time or place, but they do not come from an action. Like we have examples here: yawma, sabaha, qabla, bada, tahta, inda. They do not come from anything. They're static nouns. And derived ismu zarf, from the word derive, it comes from something. Yeah? Like we have the most common pattern. We will cover it in lesson 11. It's maf'ilun, maf'alun, like madkhalun, majlisun. It comes from dakhala, it comes jalasa. So it's derived from something. And non-derived, it's ismu zarf, it is static. It doesn't come from anything, like these examples. Then we have, this I already covered. I'll just cover this. For example, we have Maliki Yawmiddin. As you see, why Yawmi here is not a zarf? Because Maliki Yawmi, it is just an idafa structure. Malik is mudaf, Yawmi becomes mudaf ilayh. It's just an idafa structure. It is not connected to any verb, as we see, not referred to an action. That is why it's not a zarf. But in the other case, we have jalastu tahta shajara. We already said it. It's connected to a verb. Tahta is connected to a verb, and tahta is answering the question of place. Zarfe makan it is. So two criteria again. It's coming all to two criteria of zarf. So we can identify, I think, inshallah, what is zarf and why it is zarf. Those which are not zarf, as we said, here we have special nouns, we say, special mudafs, and we have to remember them. Then we have one last rule about zarf. I'll try to explain it here. So, as we know, when we have a zarf structure, if it's incomplete alone, there's their second noun comes in, and the second noun becomes our mudaf ilayhi, right? So of course the mudaf ilayhi takes kasra, and the rule says, the general rule, let's say, the general rule says, if we have a harf jar before it, we know that harf jar gives the subsequent word, the next word, a kasra, right? It is general rule we know. But this rule, this special rule says that if the mudaf ilayhi is absent from this structure, if it is absent and harf jar is there, this harf jar will not give a kasra to the zarf. So it only gives kasra to the zarf if the mudaf ilayhi is there. I'll just repeat once again. Mudaf ilayhi, if the mudaf ilayhi is absent from the structure and we have a harf jar before it, this harf jar will not give a kasra to the zarf. It will remain in its default form. If it's qablu, it will remain qablu. If it's, of course, if it's maful, it will be qabla, of course. But this harf jar will not give a kasra if the mudaf ilayhi is absent. It will only give kasra to the zarf if the mudaf ilayhi is there. Let's look at this example, and inshallah you'll get it. Inna kunna min qablu nad'uhu. Indeed, we used to call upon him before. We have a harf jar here, right? Min. Qablu is in its default form. It is our zarf. Nad'uhu. Nad'uhu is not mudaf ilayhi. It is just a verb, right? So the mudaf ilayhi is absent here, and the rule says that if the mudaf ilayhi is absent, this zarf remains in its default form, and qablu remains qablu. It doesn't change. It doesn't change to qabli. The second example says قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ سُنَنٌ. So we have a harf jar here. Qablu becomes qabli. Why? Because we have a mudaf ilayhi here, kum. That is why it remains, it changes, this harf jar changes qabla to qabli. Min ba'di imanikum. Again, we have our zarf here and we see the change. Ba'du becomes ba'di. Why? Because we have a mudaf ilayhi there. So mudaf ilayhi is there. Our harf jar gives changes the zarf to kasra. This is pretty much it. I would just give a small gap and just understand if the students got the chapter zarf. Ustad, do you want to add something here?
Yes, I would like to. I'll be very brief, few minutes, inshallah. If I could just share my screen. It's like just, repeating what you said. I present now and entire screen and Windows. Can you see my screen? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, good. Please pay attention. Alhamdulillah, she has done it beautifully. I'll just highlight few things, repeat actually. Okay, a quick reminder. We have how many compound phrases we have? We have got 4 compound phrases, okay? What are they? Okay, and one is murakkabe ishari, okay?
Yes.
Sorry, ishari. Oh my God. Okay. Then murakkabe tawsifi,
Tawsifi, murakabu idafi.
idafi, and murakkabe jarri.
Yeah.
Similar situation, but there is a difference. Okay. Murakkabe ishari, what do you know? There are 2 nouns coming next to each other. One is ismul ishara, the other one is musharun ilayhi. And in those 2 nouns joining together, the second noun are not going to take kasra in murakkabe ishari, right? You remember everyone? Murakkabe ishari, ismul ishara, musharun ilayhi. Second one is not majroor, mashallah. Then we got murakkabe tawsifi, second 2 nouns similarly coming together. But the second noun, what did they do? Second noun matches exactly same as the first noun, ing.
Yes.
So we cannot call murakkabe ishari murakkabe idafi because majroor is not happening there. Murakkabe tawsifi, majroor, second noun is not happening there. Then we got murakkabe jarri. They are not 2 nouns. So this is not idafa. Idafa means, my dear brothers and sisters, the second noun must be in majroor, kasra. This is where we come. We know mudaf mudaf ilahi structure. Mudaf mudaf ilahi, normally, primarily, most commonly, they show possession. One owns the other one. So, I'm trying to really point out, understand the word meaning of idafa. Okay? Idafa. Idafa relationship is one where majroor form appears on the second noun. Okay? So, this second noun being majroor could be mudaf mudaf ilahi indicating position. And we come to now zarf. Okay? Zarf, what happens? Here, there are two types of common thing here, okay? And zarf zaman, zarf makan. Here also, why is it zarf and why is it connected to the mudaf idafa relationship? Because the second noun joining is majroor. So can you see idafa can also be a combination of two nouns, but there is no possession. There is something different relationship there. For example, qabla al-fajri, there is no possession here. But still, this is mudaf ilayhi. Then the zarf comes. Zarf by default is not mudaf. As soon as the second noun takes majroor shape, like this becomes special mudaf, my dear brothers and sisters, but not indicating position. If there is a mudaf, it has become mudaf because it has got a majroor at the end after that. Automatically, it is a special mudaf, but it is not showing any position. So you have seen zarf zaman this way, zarf makan this way, and then you saw in the second page, Ustada has explained it. Please pay attention that these are special nouns, no position at all, but it has got kullu shay'in. As soon as you see kullu, there will be the majroor there. That's why now kullu has become mudaf. Special mudaf, no position. What is the name of this? As Ustada said, according to their function, it could be quantifier, kullu, number, all, everyone, number. Ba'du, again, quantification, number, some. Then ghayru, this is a contrast, exclusion, no position, but ghayru will be a special mudaf. Why? Because there is a mudaf ilahi structure majroor. So this is mudaf ilahi, automatically this has to be mudaf, special. Okay? This is pure mudaf ilahi relationship. Position is there, so there is no confusion here. Ayu, again, it is interrogative noun. Ayu is an interrogative noun, but it acts as a special mudaf as well. Why? You can see every time ayu comes, it will become this. Subhanallah. I just wanted to really repeat that for you so you never forget. Idafa relationship. Idafa word will come when the second noun is majroor. And if the second noun is majroor, automatically the first noun will be special mudaf. MashaAllah. And you need to know more? Video. Watch the video. Our video of this one has been made so simple and so easy to follow. Please. Ustada, please continue the next lesson, inshallah. I will stop sharing. Yes.
Okay. Lesson 2 is about Badal and Sifat. It's Badal, Sifat we know. Badal is a new concept in module 2. So let's start with Badal, and then we will go the difference between Badal and Sifat. and we will identify inshallah Badal and Sifat. So Badal, it means substitute, replacement. What does substitute actually mean? We know that when a word that takes place of another word, to clarify what we really mean. So Badal comes in because of this. Whenever we have a Badal, we need to have another word which introduces that Badal. So the first noun which introduces the Badal is called Mubdal Minhu. So the first noun which introduces the Badal, the second noun, is called Mubdal Minhu. And the second noun is really the point of conversation and the substitute. That is our Badal. Let's look at the example. لقيت أخاك زيدا. I met your brother Zaid. So أخاك and Zaidan, your brother and Zaid, are actually the same person we are referring to. لقيت أخاك زيدا. So أخاك is our مبدل منه, which introduces Zaid in the sentence. So لقيت your brother, أخاك, your brother, is really establishing who Zaid is, and Zaid is actually our point of conversation. So Zaid is our badal, the substitute, and أخاك is introducing that badal, the first ism, and that is mubdal minhu. What we have to remember of badal and mubdal minhu is that we can use mubdal minhu and badal separately. So we can say لقيت أخاك, I met your brother. This makes sense. And لقيت زيدا, I met Zaid. This also makes sense. So if the sentence is, here we have it, if the sentence is complete without one or other, it can be either badal or mubdal minhu, then this is definitely a badal and mubdal minhu phrase. So we can divide it and we can use it as a sentence, and it will make sense. It will be complete. Let's look at the next example. Abu al-Qasim Muhammadur Rasulun. So Abu al-Qasim and the father of Abu al-Qasim and Muhammad are the same person we are referring to. So Abu al-Qasim here is introducing our badal. So it is our mubdal minhu, and Muhammad is our badal, the second noun. This is about what we need to remember. Then whenever we have a badal, we have to have a mubdal minhu. The first ism, mubdal minhu, introduces the second ism, and the second ism is our badal. Now, we will come, I will just go to the next page and they'll come back here. We will just differentiate badal and sifat. What is badal and sifat? Badal, we have it here. It is an entity. What does it mean? An entity means that it exists independently. So let's say, in the example, لقيت أخاك زيدا, right? We said that I can use لقيت أخاك, that will make sense, and I can use لقيت زيدا, that will also make sense. So this badal and mubdal minhu, they can, so the badal here, the point of conversation, this can exist independently. That is what entity is. But sifat, on the other hand, we know that sifat is a quality. Let's say a wise man. You can't just say wise alone and have it make sense. So this wise comes in to describe the man, right? So it does not exist independently. It's just a quality. This is the most important thing here. It does not exist independently. It's just a quality. And badal, we have to remember, it's an entity. It exists independently. Now, as we're going through ism, because we're talking about isms, and we know whenever we have isms, we have properties, 4 properties: I, T, and G, Irab, type, number, gender. The difference between Badal and Sifa is that we already know from module 1 that whenever we have a Mawsuf Sifa here, they have to match the 4 criterias, I, T, and G criterias, all the criterias. But in Badal, it is not important that they match all of the criterias. At least 3 of the criteria should match. So the type is not important to them to match. So they don't need to match. But remember that at least 3 of the 4 criteria, the Badal and Mubdal Minhu has to match. So here we have the same thing. Generally, we said generally the Badal is definite and Mubdal Minhu should not match it. And they have to match at least 3 properties. نعبد إلهك وإله أبائك إبراهيم. Now, we will worship your God, the God of your forefathers. أبائك, forefathers, is introducing here Ibrahim, right? So Ibrahim is our Badal and أبائك is our Mubdal minhum. فآمنوا بالله ورسوله النبي الأمي. Same way here, Rasulihi and An-Nabi is the same person we're referring to. The first noun comes in to introduce the second one. So the second one is our Badal, it's the substitute, and the first one is our Mubdal minhum. The third example we have فَلْيَعْبُدُوا رَبَّ هَذَا الْبَيْتِ. هذا البيت, we're talking about the same thing, right? We're talking about the bayt, this house. هذا comes here to introduce bayt. So هذا is our mubdal minhu and bayt is our badal. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه. Again, ذلك الكتاب, of course we know ذلك الكتاب is مركب إشاري, but another grammatical concept we're focusing here, it's badal. So ذلك and al-kitab is the same thing we're referring to. So we can say that al-kitab is our badal and ذلك is a mubdal minhu, which introduces al-kitab in the sentence. And we have Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We will, I'll come to here actually. So there are actually different opinions and different concept debates on this. So between scholars actually, one part of them say that Rabb is badal of Allah, and if it's badal of Allah, of course it would be an entity, different entity. And one part of say that Rabb is Sifat of Allah. So it's just a description of Allah. But we, in AQI, we would stick to, our Ustad showed a book, as an authentic book, written by Suleiman Yaquti. Here we have it. So he's a very respectable name in Quranic grammar. So he treated Rabb either as Sifa or Badal. So it can be both and nothing is wrong. If we treat this as Rabb, I already mentioned, as a Badal, Rabb as Badal, then we will treat it as an entity, same way Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim would be treated as entities. But if we treat Rabb as Sifa, then it would be a description of Allah, right? And the same way Rahman Rahim would be a description of Allah. So both ways are correct. We would stick to that. You may either say Badal or Sifa, both would be correct. So the next page is about 4 types of Badal. We will just go through the 4 types of Badal. We have to just know the names and what actually the types of Badal mean. The first Badal is Badal Kul, full Badal. Badal Kul means that it completely replaces, let's say, or completely equals to the first word. Like Nabaha akhuka Hashimun. Your brother Hashim has passed. So akhuka and Hashim, again, it's referring to the same person and it's the same thing. So it's it is talking about the same person, right? So Hashim here is our full badal, badal kul. The second example we have, it is about partial badal. Partial badal, badal ba'di, means that it will just refer to a part of mubdal minhu. Here we have an example. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم. So guide us to the straight path, right? As-sirata, the path who you have gave blessing. So here as-sirata and sirat. Why sirata here is partial badal? Because it is just telling us about the part of the path, one part of the path. Ihdina as-sirata of this path. So this as-sirata is mubdal minhu, and then this badal is only showing us the part of this path. The one part as-sirata al-lazina, it's those who Allah has given blessing, and we know the next part is, we have it here, just a moment. Yeah, and the next part we have غير المغضوب عليهم. This is the second part. This is actually also partial ghairi. Here is also partial badal. So the main difference is here with full badal. Full badal, it replaces the person or something completely. But partial badal will talk about only a part of that sentence. The third example is descriptive badal. Here we have an example. عجبني هذا الكتاب أصوله. I like the structure of the book, its style. So of course, usulubu, it is not totally telling about the book. It is not the book itself. It is also not partial badal. It is not a part of the book, but it is something which is associated with the kitab. So it is taking about the description of the kitab. That is why it is called descriptive badal. Badalu ittisal. This is the third type of badal. And fourth type of badal, we have error correction badal, badalu ghalat. It is basically when you start saying something and then you correct yourself midway. Like give me the book, the notebook. So what is happening here is that ad-daftar is actually the correct badal. So that is why it is called error correction badal, because the first thing was wrong. So you just actually the speaker meant the notebook, not the book. So that is why ad-daftar here is badalu ghalat. So we'll just remember the names of the main thing here is to just identify badal and mubdal minhu in this chapter. But the four types of badal, we would just remember the names and what it actually means. So it's badal kul, badal ba'd, partial badal, badal ittisal, descriptive badal, and badalu ghalat, error correction badal. Okay. We have some Quranic examples.
At this point, Ustaza, if I could just add something, because 4 types of badal has been included in this chapter. We could not have included this. Why? Because understanding the types of badal is not important for the Quranic Arabic grammar students. What is our objective of learning the grammar? To understand the language using the essential grammar elements so that we can get the meaning out of a sentence appropriately. And trust me, to know about 4 types of badal is not essential. Because in Quranic Arabic, other grammatical components are important, which we are focusing on. So these 4, in fact, there are about 7 or 8. These are taught in madrasas. Okay? So we don't need that. That's why I'm asking you, do not worry too much about this. Just understand badale kul, badale ba'du. Bas. You don't need any more. Can you see number 3 type and number 4 type? They are not Quranic examples, right? Why? Because they are hardly used in Quran, but in conversational or any other literature books, it matters, but it doesn't matter here. So I'm just really helping you. So don't worry and don't spend too much time on this chart. That's my point, okay? When you really interpret, I mean, ask Ustada Bushra, ask Ustada Shakira, ask, any other senior students here. We don't do that because we don't need to do that. Without this, our interpretation comes complete and most appropriate. So I know in some places they spend a lot of time, they argue, and then, oh, this is cool, this is badu, this is that. Don't need that. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so I continue. We need to focus on understanding what badal is, what badal minhu is, and the examples here are going to help you, inshallah. Yes.
Yes. So as Ustad said, we'll just identify what is badal here or mubdal minhu here. So I already mentioned Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We are sticking to that Rabb can be badal or sifa. So if we take Rabb as badal, Allah would be mubdal minhu. Same way, the second sentence is connected. Maliki Yawmiddin. Malik here is our badal. And the mubdal minhu is in the previous sentence. That also happens. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. I already mentioned, so this is غير here, بعد, بدل بعد. So why? Because this is talking about one part of the whole group. Let's put it like that. So الذين would start with the whole group, and غير doesn't equal them directly or entirely, and it just excludes one portion. So this is partial badal here starting. We already mentioned ذلك الكتاب. This we did. The last example we have قالوا نعبد إلهك وإله آبائك إبراهيم وإسماعيل وإسحاق. So here we have abaika, which is introducing our badal, the second noun. We have few badals here actually. Ibrahim 1, then we have wa Ismail, wa Ishaq. These are our badals. So the main point of this lesson is to identify badal, mubdal minhu, and of course to know the differentiation of badal versus sifa, what it matches, what of the ITNG properties it matches. Ustad, Alhamdulillah, I am done. I have taken your time actually. It's
okay. All right. My most important task here today. First of all, I'm trying to go back to the Google Meet again. Bear with me. Oh, no. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
No, Ustad, I cannot hear you. Now I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry.
I'll stop sharing.
Please bear with me. Sorry about that. Okay, so okay. So now you can you can you can you can can you hear?
You're breaking up.
I'm breaking up.
What happened?
I really don't know. Just trying again.
Can hear you now, but not your screen. We can't see your screen.
Can you hear me now?
No, it's broken.
Any, hmm. So, okay. Okay.
Ustad, you have joined from 2 accounts, right?
John,
Maybe that is why, because of the voice.
but I see the second one if is open.
I always have two, but normally it's okay. Do you want to turn off and on? Leave and come back. You're not hosting, you can leave and come more able to join.
Yeah.
It's get clear for 1 minute, then it gets bad again.
This is true. Yes. Now I'm joining again. But you can hear me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It means
Yeah.
the version is open, and that is problem. Yeah. Mm.
Okay, let Mushra share and you talk what you want to say.
Yes, Sister Bushra, if you could
Yeah.
bring that one again.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's okay. We'll somehow manage it. Okay.
But I just want to, I'm not any host anymore. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay.
I can't see, but okay, that is a problem. I can't see, but let us just talk because we haven't got much time. Right.
If you can't see how you're going to talk, what you're going to talk
No,
about?
no, we are not going to. Not going to point at the lesson now. Alhamdulillah, this lesson has been taught completely and most accurately. Alhamdulillah. If you have any quick question, students, all students, you will ask me. But before that, those new students, some have joined a little bit late. So I'm just repeating what I said at the beginning. This is advanced level class, module 2. If you could not communicate what was being taught, if you found it kind of distanced yourself from the content, it means your module 1 knowledge is not adequate. So my strong advice, without any delay, please join module 1. Contact the support from the website. Okay. Just go to the website alquraninstitute.net. At the right corner bottom, there is a support button, WhatsApp or email. Say, I want to join module 1, and they will give you access immediately. You need to contact, unless you are already in the module 1 WhatsApp group. So please act fast and be part of module 1, because if you have not communicated, could not really follow everything, it means you need to do module 1 without any delay, because module 1 has already started. Inshallah, that's my advice. And we are trying to talk to you as well. You will receive the appointment request for a WhatsApp call. Please respond and we'll get connected. Okay. Brothers and sisters, anything on these 2 lessons, particularly, the first one and second one, do you have any question? And my strong advice would be watch the video. Watch the video, and inshallah you will get more clarification. Yes, I'm here to take questions from you. Anyone, please. I cannot see any names, so I cannot call by name.
Sister Laila.
Sister Laila, can you talk, please?
There's not many new students left. Someone SS, don't know any, what's the name?
If not for existing students,
Okay. Alicia, do you want to ask anything? No question.
okay.
There's
From
someone
any-
who says, I don't know who this is.
Who?
Don't know who's SS.
I
Please
request.
say your name, please.
Someone with SS, can you reveal your name?
Okay. We
Hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shagufta Sheikh, but I have registered this for my daughter. Her name is Amira Sheikh.
Okay, this is module 2, as you saw. Has she done module 1 level anything before?
No, not really. We
So-
just joined in today.
Sister, yeah. So as soon as possible, she should join module 1 without delay.
Okay. Yes.
Contact our support, they will help you, okay? Now,
Okay.
existing students, any question? Anyone, please? Existing students who has promoted from module 1 to module 2. Sister Shamila, any questions, sister?
Brother Dennis, have you got any
Brother
question?
Dennis, yeah?
Ustad, it's a lot for me to take in. I'll just go through again and come back because I have to
Yeah,
just again go through.
That is the way forward. And after that, anything needs clarifying, feel free.
Yes,
Inshallah.
yes,
It
Ustad.
is
Jazakallah.
very big lessons,
That's right.
and a lot of things are new here.
Yeah.
We all have to sort of go through them.
Inshallah. It needs repetition. Of course. Can you see? I already said.
I would, at this point, I would ask any students who is concerned to come forward and mention it to us, so we know what we need to do. Anyone, please.
MashaAllah. I think everyone is okay. I'll listen to the recording and go through the PDF files.
Inshallah. Please do that work, because we will move forward. Okay. Inshallah. They will come one after another. So you need to catch up. You need to work a little bit harder than module 1 here. Inshallah. Okay. Any particular area, any particular point, if you're unclear, send the WhatsApp message. Somehow we will respond. Inshallah. Okay. Okay. If there's nothing else, Ustad, Ustad of Bushra, would you like to say anything more? Otherwise, Ustad Muhammad, just conclude, please.
Yeah. So the Bushra, have you got anything to say before I conclude?
Just want to say that just don't be scared. Module 2 is much interesting. As Ustad just mentioned, watch the YouTube video and go through the PDFs before the class. Then you will feel much better when you listen to the class. That's it.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay.
Stop the recording.
Just a minute.